Yes, I have done the test to make sure that they are perfectly random. I've been watching a lot of science YouTubers, so let me break it down for you. Holding the dice in my hand and with my notepad open voice recording, I gave it multiple button presses for differing variations of time and recorded them here. This is 1,000 spins. I also grouped each of these dice into their own pair because I wanted to calculate the correlation coefficient between each number, meaning when a 6 is on one side, what number is most probable on the other side. And I wanted to calculate the correlation coefficient between when a 2-1 is rolled, what is the probability that a 5-4 comes up next. I was honestly really excited with this data. Let me quickly explain first what correlation coefficient is. Correlation coefficient is on a scale from -1 to +1. +1 indicates a perfect correlation. As one number goes up, the other number also goes up. -1 is a perfect correlation that as a number goes up, the other number goes down. I want to just add that 0 is the goal because that is random. First, I found out that the correlation between 5-4 and 3-1 happening is approximately -0.0512 over 1,000 spins. A -0.0512 correlation means that it's basically 0. Now, how does correlation coefficient work? 0 indicates no correlation, or the numbers do not affect each other. A -0.0512 does skew towards the negative correlation, but it is so close to 0 that over more spins, it probably drops to 0, making these theoretically as random as dice between two separate rolls. But another comment that I get a lot is the wheels have to affect each other. They roll from the same button. So I wanted to figure out how often when a 5 comes up, does a 2 come up. Ideally, the correlation coefficient is 0, or as close to 0, meaning there is no correlation between wheel A and wheel B. Now, internally, engineeringly, we solve this by making differing gear ratios inside of the device, as well as just having the randomness of ball bearings, the button press, and weighted wheels being weighted differently. The math again came up with a negative correlation, but it is nearly 0 again. The value being -0.0538, which signifies there is very little linear relationship between the first and second number on every single dice spin. The negative sign indicates a slight tendency towards a negative relationship, but it is so weak that it's nearly negligible. I love bar charts. Who doesn't love bar charts? But here's the 1,000 spins plotted to a bar chart. Now, the dice that I rolled were 2d6s on our 2d6 dice spinner. So shown here is every possible pair that could come up. Now you want this line, the top of the bars, to be about as even as possible, but you're always going to have variance with a limited number of spins. This to me is a very convincing bar chart. Obviously we have an outlier at 3-1, but I assume that hypothesize that over a couple thousand rolls, this basically evens out, especially with our negative, nearly 0 correlation coefficient. So, have you done the stats to make sure they're truly random? They're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. And thanks for watching this video.